Jaw-dropping MLB All-Star code, guys. This is insane. It really is. I got shivers typing this up. So the National League beat the American League to end the American League's 9-game unbeaten run. George Orwell's ninth and final book was 1984, which was all about a social dystopia. 19 plus 84 equals 103. Tom Brady retired after competing in the 103rd NFL season, and his first NFL game was a 10-3 loss to New York Jets, which was the year of 9/11. The National League beat the American League 3-2, and Brady retired on the 32nd day of the year, which was 2-1. The first day of Black History Month. The winning home run in this game was by a black athlete. His name is Elias Diaz, and he's 32 years old. There's 32 rays in the Society of Jesus' logo. Kobe Bryant, who was synced to this code, his jersey numbers were number 8 and number 24, and 8 plus 24 equals 32. The score can be read as 2-3. 9/11 occurred on 23 date numerology. 23 is the 9th prime number, as you can see here. Brady retired after playing 23 seasons in the NFL, and he made his NFL debut the year of 9/11 on 23/9. Pope Francis, who synced with Tom Brady, Pope Francis born 12/17, the 199th prime, Brady drafted 199th pick. Pope Francis visited the White House exactly 14 years later in 2015 on 23/9. The National League now have 377 all-time runs in MLB All-Star games, and 377 is the 14th fib. George Bush Jr. was the president during 9/11, and he was the 43rd US president, and 43 is the 14th prime number, and Tom Brady won his last Super Bowl at age 43, and Pope Francis was born with 14 days left in the year. Everything is connected. Skull and Bones turns 191 years old this year, and 191 is the 43rd prime number. Guerrero Jr. won the Home Run Derby on the 191st day of the year, and 191 is the 43rd prime number. The National League coach was born a span of 19 years and 1 day after Queen Elizabeth II was coronated, and 191 is the 43rd prime number. The 2022 Major League Baseball All-Star game took place in Los Angeles, which translates to the Angels. That game took place exactly 51 weeks before the 2023 MLB All-Star game. The Illuminati were of course founded on 5/1. Kobe Bryant's daughter Gianna Bryant, who died in the helicopter crash with him, was born on 5/1. Raul Javier Ibanez was the manager of the National League, and he's 51 years old. The winning home run was scored by Elias Diaz, who has 51 all-time home runs during his MLB career. Tom Brady won Super Bowl 51. The game was played with 173 days remaining, and 17 times 3 equals 51. The Kansas City Chiefs, the team that Brady won his last Super Bowl against, just won Super Bowl 57, and they ended the season with a 17-3 record. I'm showing you here how everything's connected. Everton stayed in the Premier League due to a 57th minute winning goal, which was the 1,073rd goal of the season in the 2022-2023 Premier League season. The 2022 Major League Baseball All-Star game took place on 17/9 in LA. 179 is the 41st prime, and Kobe Bryant equals 41, and he died at age 41. LA in Gematria gets you 41. George Bush Sr. was the 41st US president, the guy who predicted there will be a new world order. 9/11 occurred on 41 date numerology pure. It's why Cristiano Ronaldo made his second debut for Manchester United 9/11-2021 in a 4-1 win against Newcastle United. George Bush Jr. was the US president during 9/11. His father was the 41st president. The MLB All-Star game was inaugurated in 1933, which is the year Adolf Hitler became the Chancellor of Germany. I keep talking about war themes and World War III. The MLB season began on 3/30, and the American League's manager was born on the 330th day of the year. How convenient. The MLB season began 3 months and 11 days before the All-Star game. And 3 times 11 equals 33. Coronavirus was declared a global pandemic on 3/11. Revelation 3:11. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. Corona translates to crown. The AL came into this game having won their last 9 All-Star games, and 9 is the last single digit and is often seen as the number of completion, and their 9 games unbeaten run came to an end. 9 connects to 33. 3 times 3 equals 9. The next US president will be the 47th, and it will likely be Donald Trump, and the AL stayed on 47 wins. The NL got their 44th win, and Trump replaced 44th President Obama. The game was played in Seattle, the birthplace of Bill Gates. Seattle equals 44. The Georgia Guidestones were 19 foot and 3 inches. 193 is the 44th prime number. 93 Major League Baseball All-Star games have been played since the inaugural one in 1933. The American League leads the series with a 47-44-2 record and a 383-37 run advantage. So the American League now have 383 all-time runs. 383 is the 76 prime number, which is an enormous number. The Georgia Guidestones came down on 7/6 on George Bush Jr.'s 76th birthday. The first ever MLB All-Star game was played in 1933, the year Hitler became the Chancellor of Germany, on 7/6, July the 6th. The AL have 383 runs. The NL have 377 runs. Notice there's 6 runs between them. 6. Okay, World War II lasted 6 years. But 383 plus 377 equals 760. There's that 76 again. In gematria, skull and bones equals 76. My beautiful girlfriend Kenya was born on 7/6, exactly 48 years after George Bush Jr., which is really interesting because the home run derby final had a total of 48 home runs. And she just turned 29, which is the 10th prime. And this game was exactly 10 months after the recent anniversary of 9/11. The 2-year anniversary of Kobe and Gianna's death was a span of exactly 76 weeks before this game. 7 times 6 equals 42, and the beast reigns for 42 months. The most recent World Series, guys, in 2022, 20 plus 22 equals 42, was played between the Houston Astros and the Philadelphia Phillies. The Astros won that World Series 4-2, exactly 1 year after the Astro World disaster. It's all connected. The upcoming 22-year anniversary of 9/11 is exactly 42 months after coronavirus was declared a global pandemic. It was declared a global pandemic 3/11/2020. The upcoming anniversary of 9/11 is 9/11/2023. Exactly 42 months between these dates. It's remarkable, guys. The upcoming anniversary of 9/11, the 22-year anniversary. 22 is a master number. A truly sacred number. The Georgia Guidestones came down 42 years after they were erected. They were erected in 1980 and came down in 2022, 42 years later. Queen Elizabeth II, who's connected to Revelation, died 911 days after coronavirus was declared a global pandemic. Can you believe that? Her funeral was on the 262nd day of the year, which is September the 19th. And the 2023 MLB All-Star game was exactly 262 months after 9/11/2001. The Georgia Guidestones came down on the 187th day of the year, and the winning home run was scored by Elias Diaz, who was born on 11/17. Born 11/17, 1990. 1117 is the 187th prime. The Georgia Guidestones came down on the 187th day of the year. And there's that 35 again, guys, I keep talking about. It's number 35 for the Rockies. Okay? Satan equals 35 in Gematria. Baphomet equals 35 in Gematria. Why do you think Messi won the World Cup at age 35? Here's confirmation that Elias Diaz has 51 home runs. Guys, Lionel Messi, who won the World Cup at age 35, he has 13 World Cup goals in 26 World Cup appearances. 1,326 is the 51st triangular number. 187 is a big number in Gematria. Adolf Hitler equals 187. Society of Jesus equals 187. Adolf Hitler was a member of the Society of Jesus, no doubt about it. Now look at this. In the 8th inning, the National League scored 2 and the AL scored 0, which can be seen as 820. 9/11/2001, Flight 77 reportedly hit the 77-foot tall Pentagon in Washington, D.C. on the 77th Meridian West after taking off at 8:20 a.m. and crashing at 9:37 a.m. 77 minutes later. The Midsummer Classic began on 7/7 and ended on 7/11. So of course it lasted 4 days, like the Queen's Jubilee, which is 96 hours. 7 times 11 equals 77. Think about England, who won the Euro 2020 semi-final versus Denmark on 7/7, then lost the Euro 2020 final on 7/11 against Italy, where the Pope resides. George Bush Jr. is 77 years old, and Donald Trump is also 77, who I believe will be the next US president. Donald Trump said, guys, you can check this out on YouTube, said 7/11 instead of 9/11 while talking about the September the 11th, 2001 terrorist attacks. Trump was talking about the police and firefighters who had responded. It wasn't an accident, guys, him saying 7/11. Okay, sept means 7. September's not the 9th month, it's the 7th. 7/11 for me connects to Jesus. 7 and 11 rhyme with the word heaven. Okay? I believe Jesus was likely born on this date. Trump is a false prophet, and anybody worshipping him and thinking he's going to be the savior are going to be in for a world of hurt. And there's millions of people that think Trump's the savior. They've fallen for him, this false prophet. So confirmation here, in the 8th inning, the National League scored 2 runs, the American League scored 0, 8:20. And Flight 77 took off at 8:20 a.m. It's remarkable. There was a total of 16 hits in this game, as you can see here. 9 plus 7 gets you 16. And Tom Brady played his last ever NFL game on the 16th day of 2023. 4 times 4 equals 16. Just know that the UK's dialing code is +44. And the National League picked up their 44th all-time win against the American League. With no win since 2012, which 20 plus 12 gets you 32, like the scoreline. 2012 is when London hosted the Olympics. The National League was powered by a 2-run home run from Colorado Rockies catcher Elias Diaz to defeat the American League. These players are not in control of what happens on these fields, guys. The hero Elias Diaz was born in 1990 on a day leaving 44 days left in the year. And obviously, the National League just picked up their 44th win versus the American League due to his home run. And 1990 was the year George Bush Sr. said that there will be a new world order. See that 199 here, like Brady, the 199th pick. The 6th round. There's 6 runs between these teams, as I showed you, with the 383, 377. So Diaz's winning home run was a span of 4 months and 7 days after his birthday, and it ensured the AL stay on 47 wins. The upcoming president of the US is going to be the 47th president, guys. It's remarkable. It's absolutely remarkable. The Freemason compass is set at 47 degrees. Vatican City was founded on 2/11, the 47th prime. This season's Premier League ended on Phil Foden's birthday, who wears number 47, which is the atomic number for silver. And we know where the world's going, guys, with currency. It's about to collapse. Genesis 4:7. If you do well, will you not be accepted? And if you do not do well, sin lies at the door, and its desire is for you, but you should rule over it. We have to rule over sin, guys. We have to rule over sin. This was the 93rd all-time All-Star game. Huge number with 9/11. And let's not dismiss the 1993 World Trade Center bombing. United Airlines Flight 93 was a domestic scheduled passenger flight that was hijacked by 4 Al-Qaeda terrorists on the morning of September the 11th, 2001 as part of the September the 11th attacks. The hijackers planned to crash the plane into a federal government building in the national capital of Washington, D.C. 9 times 3 equals 27, and Guerrero Jr. won the 2023 Home Run Derby, and Brady won his last ever Super Bowl on 2/7. I discussed all the 14s, and 2 times 7 gets you 14. Guerrero won the Home Run Derby 3 months, 3 weeks, and 3 days after his birthday, which was on 3/16, which connects to John 3:16, a beautiful biblical verse about how God gave over his one and only begotten son. And Guerrero Jr. won the Home Run Derby 16 years after his father won it. Blasphemy. Brady retired with 333 days left in the year, which I predicted 18 months before he did, after making $333 million during his playing career. 3 times 3 times 3 equals 27. And Lucifer was cast out of heaven with 33.3% of the angels. And just know that 27 has a direct connection with 9. Because 9 plus 9 plus 9 equals 27. 2 plus 7 equals 9. The UK's emergency dialing code is 999. The American League's 9-game winning streak comes to an end in a game where the National League had 9 hits. And just know that this scoreline 3-2 connects to 6 as well. Because 3 times 2 equals 6, which is the number of Satan. So this is remarkable. It's incredible. Please share this, guys. I'll really appreciate it. I'm going to work on a new book with all my best ever codes. Okay? And I think it's going to be remarkable. So I'm going to work on that. So God bless you all. Take care. Please share. And God wins, guys.